Hi guys, and welcome to the second module. I am so proud of you for taking this course and leveling up your shuffle journey, your shuffle life. I hope that you learned something in the last module with the running man. I hope that you took something from it, and I hope that you found something that really helps you inside of your flow. Just remember, you are on your own journey. Please take your time. Don't feel like you have to nail it and be perfect at it in a day, okay? This takes time, this takes practice, but keep it up, keep up those tips that I taught you, and I am confident that you will get moving and grooving. In this module, like I said, we're gonna go over the Tstep. So the importance of the Tstep is that it helps start you off with some traveling. It kind of guides you into what it feels like to be traveling while you dance. The running man, when you learn it, it's pretty straightforward. You usually stay in the same spot at first. Later on, you'll probably venture to travel around. But the Tstep really forces you to figure out how that's supposed to feel to start traveling. So it's a really important move, and I think every single shuffler who's getting into shuffling needs to learn because of that reason. So the next reason that I think that the Tstep is really important is because it teaches you lateral awareness, right? The running man is very much like forward and backwards, but the Tstep is very much side to side, something that we don't really do with the running man all that much. So this is a really important move because it's gonna help you with all of the other moves down the road that are more lateral based, side to side. So the last reason that I think the Tstep is really important is, although the Tstep is more of a shuffle move, we consider it, I believe that it really starts prepping you for cutting shapes because of the dynamic of how quickly your legs are moving and they're doing opposite things, going opposite directions. So I believe that it really is going to prep you for some cutting shape moves along the way. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of the importance of the Tstep. Let's jump into the tutorial. All right, so in module 1, you learned that this is called our perch. So in order to teach the Tstep move, I am gonna refer back to this perch because this is sort of gonna be our happy spot that we meet back at. So there are a couple of different ways that you can do the Tstep too. You can do different variations where you can kind of travel it a little bit more. You can do a standing in place Tstep. I'm going to teach you the standing in place and the one that you move just ever so slightly. So first things first, we're gonna start out with the one where you just stay in place. It's just a little bit different, but not too much. So for the one that we are staying in place, we're going to raise our leg in our perch, like we went over in the last module in the running man. This is our perch. All the leg is doing that is up, all it's doing is it's gonna go out and it's gonna come back up. Yeah, so we're here in our perch, it comes out, and you can see that my knee, it's not rotated. My hips aren't fully open, but they're also not turning this way. It's like a relaxed situation. So we come up to perch, all it's doing is coming here. And I'm pointing my foot right here. I'm not putting it down, I'm not putting my heel, I'm doing my toe. My supporting leg, all it's doing is it's going twist, 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 twist. So my heel is twisting this way to the front, and it's coming back up. I'll turn around. So my supporting heel, it twists to the front and it comes back up. Twist, 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 twist. But my toes stay intact on the floor. Yeah, the ball of my foot is staying. It's just the heel moving. That's all that's moving. When your heel comes forward, that is when this leg shoots out to this position. When we come back up to perch, our heel, that is when our heel goes back to the perch. Shoot, back, shoot, back, shoot, back up, out, back up. The other leg, it would be boom, back up, boom, back up. And I'm doing that simultaneously. Da, 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 da. That is the Tstep where we stay in place. The Tstep where we travel a little bit, it's the same exact thing. The only thing is that we're not coming back here with our heel. This time our toes will be moving. So the first thing that we do is we shoot out, just like normal, just like the other one. Now this time we're gonna bring our toes and we're gonna meet it, okay? So the last one, we didn't move our toes, it was just the heel. This one, our toes are going to come up. So it's boom, toe, boom, toe, boom, toe, boom, toe. In the back, boom, toe, boom, toe, boom, toe, boom, toe. So this is really where you can start traveling with it because this toe coming back up is moving you every time. Da, 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 da. So For counts with this, it's kind of just like the Running Man, where when you're down, you're on the count. When you're up, you're on the and count. It's the same thing. When you're out and you're down into the ground, you're on the counts. 1, when you come up, on the and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and. Got it? Let's move along. We're moving along pretty quickly. The next thing is our arms. I like to use my arms to follow what my legs are doing. So when my legs are out, I will likely usually pull them out. And when I come back up to perch, I'll take it with it. You can kind of do the punch down. You can really do like a boom, 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 flowy. There's so many different variations of what you can do with your arms, but I think the following method is going to be the easiest because it's going to help you with your balance. Now, in order to stay balanced while we're doing the Tstep, you're going to really want to make sure that you're grounded into the supporting leg, because this leg that shoots out, you're not going to put your weight fully on that leg. You're not putting that weight down. Like I said, it's just a toe. So a toe doesn't take our whole weight, right? The leg that is doing the twisting has our whole weight. So you have to really stay rooted into that one leg, and you have to make sure that you're kind of counteracting that balance by lifting this way. So since my weight is on this leg, if I twist like this is what I'm gonna get. Obviously it's dramatic, but you get the point. You really want to make sure that you're counteracting and squeezing your belly. That's really where it's gonna be to be able to do what you want with the opposite leg. So staying rooted into the foot that is doing the twisting. Now there's also this thing with the Tstep where it kind of is this motion of da-da, 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 da-da. So you can kind of feel that feeling of like you bring it out and you pop it back in. You bring it out, pop it back in. That's how you're gonna really get that Tstep effect. Something I see a lot is people that do the Tstep, but they're kind of floating this leg back too softly, and they don't really catch up at the same time. You wanna make sure the time it takes for this foot to come back here is the same time it takes for this foot to come back up. It's the same time. Same time. Out, in, out, in, out, in. So the last thing that we're gonna go over with the Tstep is how to transition into the Running Man. Since we just learned how to do the Running Man, we're now gonna learn how to transition the Tstep into the Running Man. So we are here, we come back up to our perch. Now this is exactly where we start for the Running Man, so it's easy. Boom. Let's say we bring it back up to Running Man. Then we can go Tstep this way. Boom, boom. So we're back in our perch. We could do the Running Man. Let's say we do two Tsteps. Running Man. 3 Tsteps. Running Man. So coming back up to that perch every time is helpful because it can really set you up to do the Running Man, which will set you up to do other moves. So from the back, in order to transition into the other moves, let's say we do 2 Tsteps to the right. So that would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. As long as you come back up to that perch, it's gonna make things so much easier to transition into other moves. Got it? That is the gist of the Tstep. It's a very easy move. I think it's a lot easier than the Running Man, to be honest. This is really gonna help navigate you across the floor and add like a flare into your flow if you're starting out as a beginner. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. It's just movement, it's just expression. I enjoyed teaching you the Tstep and the importance of the Tstep, and I will see you in the next module where we go over the Polly Pocket. See you there.